see it that, please God, sometime during the present year, I go to have this book, this collection called Songs from the Beautiful City. And it's like maybe 200 songs. And what I try to do, lads and lassies, is try to put them into different generic areas, like women's voice, immigration, what happened to people in place love, which includes love of place and all that, you know, immigration. Comic ballads, humour is very important. There's definitely distinctive humour in Cork. Part of the epistemology of our life, I suppose. I'm sure you found that out if you talked to the real old-fashioned Cork people. Maybe people who weren't maybe that particularly well educated, but have a great wit altogether. And the songs to do with political aspirations, you know, for the Republic and all that, the war. And so, and children's songs, there's a whole lark of children's songs, folks, because they're absolutely lovely and there's really nonsensical rhymes. And I'm very interested in that, about the skipping songs and Wednesday Pam and all this kind of business. And one day I got a phone call, I was wishing I would get someday, from a lady in the north side. And I know there's a lot of work done in the folklore department with the north side project. It's because it's kind of a cradle of culture up there. It's a very rich place and very alive and very confident as well, community. My dad came from the north side, so I have a kind of connection. But this woman called Jeremy McCarthy from Witherings Lane up here in the north side. She said, Jimmy boy, come up, I have the song you're looking for. I was writing this column in the local paper, folks, and on the Ballads of Cork, and I'd often put out a little nursery called, has anybody got the words of the doll in Cash's window? Or maybe the second verse of the Armored Car or so on, whatever. And people would respond. And another man who did that was the great Sam Hendry, Songs of the People. Sam Hendry collected the songs of Ulster, and he talked, the editor of the Down Champion, into, look, I serialised this before the book comes out. You know, that was a big idea. So did the editor and the Echo for me, and we both followed kind of parallel furrows in that respect. But the main thing is that the people were able to contribute and sing the songs. It was a form now. It was a wonderful way of getting extra songs out. I've had loads of songs through the auspices of the paper. But anyway, John McCarthy said, that song that you're looking for, I have the first verse, the chorus, and the tune. And that was everything, because nobody remembered that anymore. It was just makes Chronic get nearly gone. Nor am I saying, folks, that songs that are nearly gone are important. It is great if we can nail them down and collect them at least, you know, for the art. So I went up to Jeremy out of the corner singing. She told me a couple of great stories, great urban legends, great stories about the Titanic, about the war, and gave me this song, the first verse of the chorus. And I went to this guy called Pat Daly, who has a gift of recreating songs and rebuilding old songs from the context, even the very words that are in it. He said, hey, that's from the 1930s now. Fairhill would have won a big match at that time and we put that into it. And he just teased it out. You know, Pat Daly reminds me of a man that you throw, an archaeologist, you throw an old femur from the ground and he puts flesh on it. You can just add to it in context. So I defy it to find the scene between the old and the new in the song. It's so well put together. And it's called The Doll in Cash's Window. Cash has been a store like Cleary's in Dublin, or indeed Macy's in New York. Anybody who's from New York will know where Macy's are. And it's a big department store that working class people of Cork City used to fantasize about. They'd look at the beautiful clothes coming in Paris and London, knowing that they'd never been before them. The three-piece suites for the whole, we only had that. Yeah. And the suits for the guys as well. And the furniture, etc. So Cash was a really lovely store, but beyond the reach of it. And if you were a doll in Cash's window was a term of endearment for a child. And did you hear about dandling songs, folks, about songs that were sung specially for this purpose of catching the baby by his or her two arms and dancing her up and down to keep him happy, you know? And accompanied by lovely little songs like Billy O'Dow's. Most of them are in the Irish language, but they're in every culture of the world. I'm sure there are English, American, French, German versions of it. So this is a very quaint Cork version of The Doll in Cash's Window. It's got a lovely tune. The tune to me sounds very American, and I lived there for 5 years and had a great time in the southern part of the States. Traveling around Mississippi, Alabama, places like that, in Arkansas, I heard music like this. People playing bicycle bands up north. You know, places where Jimmy Kennedy used to live. Mountain View, Arkansas. They all play like this up here. So I was trying to get that kind of sound into the bouzouki, which is a new arrival in Ireland. folklore, but anyway, I hope you like it. I'd take Johnny walking, I'd take him up the dike. I'd take Johnny walking and dress him in blue and white. Oh, he was a darling, he's the boy with the curly hair. He was a darling, Cash's window, nobody in my Johnny. Your daddy is a sailor, you're the apple of his eye. I sew a suit like daddy's, blue as summer sky. Oh, he was a darling, he's the boy with the curly hair. He was a darling, Cash's window, nobody in my Johnny. I met with Kitty Manny down the cold quay yesterday. She said you were me Dazza with eyes like Hattie Day. Oh, he was a darling, he's the boy with the curly hair. He was a darling, Cash's window, nobody in my Johnny. Jump up, me Johnny, jump up and play a tune. Jump up and if you're able to land up in the moon. Oh, he was a darling, he's the boy with the curly hair. He was a darling, Cash's window, nobody in my Johnny. When your dad comes home from sailing, he'll bring you a fairy, a shipwreck in a bottle, just for his own Johnny. Oh, he was he's a boy with the curly hair. He was a darling, Cash's window, nobody in my Johnny. Hops and hard with Johnny, named so skiddy and grey. Your Shekharin Jibble is tearing up Soleil. Oh, he was a darling, Daldero. He's the boy with the curly hair. He was a darling, Cash's window, nobody in my Johnny. Thanks very much.